Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. The boys are currently in qualifying right now as we speak, but I want to tell you about what we got coming up for you in the Tanso group. As you can see, we got a lot coming up. We have got the lunchtime lappers. That is a phenomenal little bit of racing as you do. We got the touring car sponsored by Revive. The 922s has gone through the GT3 classes. It's open GT3s. And then we have got the endurance racing as well coming up very shortly, and the MX5 Friday Night Fun Races and FIA F4s. All the lads, it's from all the best lads. Driving with Tanso is in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you are all well. And the GT4 is sponsored by Telemetry as well. And we have got the FIA F4 sponsored by Clark St James. All good down there as you do. As we said, the boys currently out in qualifying as we speak. 2 minutes just gone. We will catch up as we go along. But who can stop this man from last week? He took 2 victories last week. Race 1 and race 2. Put on a bit of show in the Sim Tech machine as you do. This GR86 League is brought to you by Tanso, sponsored by Next Generation RP, who are also putting up $15 for the pro winner and $15 for the AM winner as well, to spend as you like on iRacing. Always a good crack, always a good crack. And I thought I was going to be late, you know, absolutely thought I was going to be late. I don't know how many updates we need on iRacing, but there's been a fair few. But who is currently out right now? This is the, assuming this is the outlet. And sitting in the number 1 spot at the minute is Sean Webber, according to my telemetry table. Who is also a SimTech racing driver. Who knew? I didn't know. One may never know. If anything now, if last week's anything to go by, it's going to be a belting race. We had the Barbie on the roof last week, you know. There's the governor, there is the governor, and the TRG sponsored liveried machine. Next Gen RP on the bonnet. You love it, yeah you do. TVG, the vape gurus. Oi oi bud, how are you? I'm well, not racing tonight as I'm away for a few days, you lucky so and so. I don't drop too many points, but tuning in to watch tonight, says Mr. Dave, the vape guru, is self-sponsor of the GT3 League now. Was the 922 or the 992, whichever you want to call it. But as times start coming in around the Okayam circuit, Dan Wareham, Eric Ronenberg reuniting a little battle they had around VAR, currently sharing the top 2 spots on the podium right now. Ryan Dudley also sitting in 3rd place. The pro driver has got a good turn of pace about him as well in the 115 SimTech machine. Eric Ronenberg is a little favourite of mine, I've got to say. Eric Ronenberg is a little favourite of mine. I do like his driving style, pretty good. So leading the way at the minute, Dan Wareham 142.59, a 142.72 for Eric Ronenberg, and a 143 dead on the button is Ryan Dudley right now. Looking pretty good indeed. Let's go and have a look. Where's all the other boys? Not deciding to go out. Martin Lee, Scott Kostrick, all in the black and blue. Jay Rooney in the Barbie machine is not out yet. Jonas. Now where is? I can never pronounce this guy's name right. And that is I've been told no end of times. So he has been dubbed and dabbed Mr. DP. Short and simple, DP. There you go. Dave. We've got too many Daves and too many P's, so we'll dub him DP as you do. Mr. Johnson moved himself into 15th place as in the standings. And then we've got Michael Elms, the second on a 147.59. Adrian Adfield on a 155.79. As it all switches around again, moves itself up to 12th as Adrian Adfield in the standings. So yeah, it's going to be pretty good. Evening Baz, how you doing, my friend? D&B Racing, not out myself tonight. The paint is still drying on the new rig. I did see the rig being built and all that, but I did throw my nose in the chat room as you do. If I had that sort of talent to build my own rig, mate, it would be mwah. I have all the ideas and no gear. I am Irish that way. Like having all the gear but no idea. But I am the other way around. So it is what it is. 66 thousandths of a second separates Dan Weirham from Mr. Brown. Mr. Mark Brown there. And Simtech boys again. Simtech boys again. Who's going to separate these boys? Ooh. The Simtech boys are a different breed, I've got to say. Different breed. Is Eugene Webber any relation to Mark Webber? One may never know. The BP sponsored machine. One will find out. Currently sitting in 8th on 143.79. Rob Sutherland is in 9th. Currently running on a 144.04. Did have a decent race last time around. Did Mr. Sutherland as well. Peter Woodmore also got pretty. That's a nice livery there. That's a nice Gulf livery. Is that needed a Formula 1 or? That is pretty nice. What? I do like that Gulf livery. Surprised me. Surprised me, did it not? Yes, it did. So, Mark Dow and Jay Rooney still yet to take to the track. Tony Lamb is out as well. In the Sim Gig machine. And Martin Lee is also out on circuit. Yet to put a time in. Trading paint is taking a while. I do apologise. I do apologise if any lag comes in. I am in the case of sourcing out a new CPU. I've got my eye on a Ryzen 9, but I've got to make sure my motherboard can take it, as you do. Pindu is pronounced P-Nadu. P-Nadu. DP for short. I do appreciate the hints, but yeah. I've tried many times, even in post race comms, live comms. I get so carried away with myself. Yeah. It's the DP. He likes it. Signed, sealed, delivered, done. Aidan Hadfield on a 146.72. John Johnston down to 23rd. Rob Sutherland moves up to 12th. Jamie Allen moves up to 13th place on 144s as well. Looking pretty tasty indeed, but I don't know why we are donutting around. I think we are more or less done. Everybody's done their in laps and out laps and flying laps and all them kind of laps. But Martin Lee comes over the line on a 144.47 in the M&M sponsored machine. Did have some issues a couple of weeks back. His steering wheel wasn't playing nice. Ended up overheating his sim wheel. Gary Linton moves up to 20th spot on a 144.73. Stuart Breeley is on a 145. Scott Kostrick, another good driver, on a 144.9. We are see if we can get the results up as that. It's quality over. Ollie in? Not quite yet. Not quite yet. We will get there shortly. You know what? I'd love to know how to turn that thing off. All the way off. All the way off. Waiting for the results to come in my way. Still got a couple of seconds left to go. So how's everybody's evening? Hope you're well. You had a good Sunday? Had football this afternoon, and we played what 60 minutes in, and the referee decided he'd had enough and bogged off. He's my brother, so I'm good with DP. I love it. I love it. He ain't never. He's my brother. Banging tune. So JP, are you in? Are you racing tonight, my man? Mr. JP, DP. People still out on the track. You do remember who's coming? No. No. They're all gridding up, so let's get these results if we can. There we go, Dan Weirham setting the trend from Eric Ronenberg. Mark Brown in 3rd place. Ryan Dudley in 4th. Raz Harper in 5th. John Webber in 6th. Jamie Allen in 7th. Martin in 8th. Can't say second name either. Eugene Webber is in 9th. Tony Lamb 10th. Darryl Morrison in 11th. And it is Ben Evans in 12th place. Move the grid. Move the grid. It not scrolled. It not scrolled. It won't scroll over. We will get better at this. It's the only thing doing everything yourself. But we've got the top 12 in anyway. We will get better as we go on. One may never know how this works. I'm still learning. Still learning. Oh, unless I was pressing the wrong button. My bad. One does apologise. But the boys were all ready. Are you ready for this Okayam circuit? All the pros, look at that. All the pros all the way down to 11th place. Then we've got Mr. Evans separating the big boys from the little boys there in the 13th with Machine. And then it's Sutherland in 13th. Woodmore in 14th. And we have got the lights up. We are ready to go around this Okayam circuit. Now I'm not in the league soon though. Coming up quick in iRacing myself. Good man, and we are away. The lights are out, and it is Mark Brown leading the way from Ryan Dudley and Eric Ronenberg dropping down second into third place. The Castrol machine having a look around the outside as well on the Simtech machine. Not getting that, but it's a Simtech 1-2 and a little touch from Ryan Dudley on Mark Brown, which wouldn't have been appreciated that much, but got it done indeed. Let's bring up that battle box. We need a battle box. Yes, we do. There we go. Up to Ryan Dudley. Sean Webber up to as well. And the Castrol machine down the inside of the Simtech machine there on Sean Webber. Castrol machine and Eric Ronenberg working together well there. Got to be said as Raz Harper gets that mark done on Mark Brown, dropping and swapping with Raz Harper. We've also got Scott Kostrick having a look as well at the back of Peter Woodmore. Raz Harper moves in front of Mark Brown. People changing all the time. But Ryan Dudley leads the way. Got the jump, got the move, signed, sealed, delivered. Licked it, stamped it, sent it. As you do. So we're going to go and have a look while they sort the ironing boards out. Get themselves sorted out. Eugene Webber up 2 spots in the BP sponsored machine, and on the back of Jamie Allen, and Jay Rooney has crashed in the Barbie machine. Sean Clark as well. I do believe that is a coming together. We will go and take a look at that very soon. It's back on track and underway, so I can't imagine it was that serious, to be honest. But one may never know. CPU working overtime there, giving you the extra bit of just for the fun, just for the fun of it. But that is Eugene Tony Lamb, I believe, down the inside, getting that move done, signed, sealed, delivered as well as you do. Darren Morrison in the Gorilla sponsored machine, up 1 spot into 10th place. Rob Sutherland up 2 spots into 11th. There's a ride the curbs on that camera view. That is a great looking little view as well. Martin Lee up 3 into 15 on the outside, heading down towards the airpin. Not for the faint-hearted, late on the brakes, but it looks like Rob Jackson will hold that position as the Gulf machine is coming under fire. Who is that? That's Gary Linton, the man on a mission. Mr. Linton, the 199 machine. Did have a decent race last time out himself. Was pretty spectacular, but Martin Lee has got no cover and no slip as he comes under fire from Peter Woodmore and Rob Jackson. And Gary Little love tap there. Ooh! ×4. The Gulf machine a little late on the brakes, just tapping Martin Lee up the rear end and causing him to go off track. Waited, get the position back. Good racing nonetheless, but a little love tap like that will cause a bit of penalty as you do, but well, what can you do? Where's Mr. JT? JT is up in 5 spots, up to 21st position, but has got fresh air front and rear. Currently 3.6 off the back of Mr. DP. There he is in that Chinese livered machine. Put it to Mr. Race Tonight, says Baz. Come on, Dudley, says Toxic Munchkin. Is the pick very laggy for anyone else, or is it just me? Yes, it's laggy, but it is my CPU. I'm currently running a Ryzen 3, upgrading to a Ryzen 9. I've got to get my motherboard spec and all that done. So hopefully we will, by next time, we will have a new CPU on board. So yes, obviously I have to have iRacing timing board running, I have to have SimLabs running, iRacing running, Trading Paints running, then we have Discord running for the chat later on. So multiple laps running all at once, so my CPU's good. I can't take it. I tried giving it paracetamol, but it can't cope. Just like Ryan Dudley couldn't cope, as Rolenberg switches the spot up into first place. Then you've got Raz Harper in third, a bit of a slipstream chain as Simtech boys 2, 3, 4 and 5 as the Castro machine down the inside looking for a move on Ryan Dudley. Is he going to get that move done? Ryan Dudley still got the inside line and that Castro machine will not give up. Simtech 2, 4 and 5. They're like synchronised drivers, aren't they, these Simtech boys? They really are. Whatever you can do, I can do better. But clean as you like from the Simtech boys. By the Raz Harper is putting the pressure on Ryan Dudley. That's giving Eric Ronenberg a 1.1 gap as it sits right now, up to 1.2. And we have got a faller of Ben Evans. And who else is involved in that? That is the Rylands machine as well. A little dunking coming together with Rylands there. I don't think he would have appreciated that. Just seen a big faller, and it was Ben Evans and Lee Reynolds having a little coming together. Wow. All go here at Okayam. All go at Okayam. Be sure to check out Next Generation RP as well. They have got just a shade under 9,000 people on their server. They are server hosts. They've got Venture Airways, GTA, all that jazz. Be sure to check them out. Raz Harper dropping down like a kipper in the Castro machine. Ooh, everyone's having it today. Not quite sure what happened to Raz Harper, but Jonas Everett has crashed as well. Damn. So, Eric Ronenberg has got 1.3 over Ryan Dudley, Jamie Allen and Eugene Webber and Tony Lamb rounding out your top 5. As it sits, the best pro at the minute is Mr. Adfield, up 4 spots in 13th place. Has got Martin Lee for company in the M&M sponsored machine. All over his back door. Give it some Red Bull. Ooh, stream super poor, unfortunately. Yes, I know, but I know. It is what it is. We work with what we got. Well, I do anyway. You know, my first time doing this, so like I said, all the idea and no gear, but we will get there. Next week, new CPU on board, and we will be less laggy, if not non-laggy. Oh, you can just see behind this pit. That's DP involved with. Who was he involved with? Was that Raz Harper? No, it wasn't Raz Harper. DP was involved in a little deux. Damn. There you go. Pretty awkward around here. Everyone scraping doors and hitting bumpers. Reset with a lower bit rate between. Yeah, it may work. I'm not very technically gifted, Mr. Phantom, but I'm willing to try out once. I just know how to turn everything on, if that makes sense. So, 8 in that field, up 7. John Johnston up 7 into 19th. DP down 1 into 20th place. Raz Harper was running in the top 4. Has dropped 16 positions down into 21st place. 22nd is Stuart Brealey. And he's got Scott Kostrick just 3/1000ths of a second behind him as well. Scott Kostrick, another good racing driver on his day. Sean Clark, Battle of the Clarks we've seen in the Pro-Am race that we had a couple of weeks back, was phenomenal. Jonas Everald is up 2 into 25th. Peter Woodmore is 26 in that golf machine. Jay Rooney is nowhere to be seen, neither is marked out. It's A. Ronenberg leading the way. And he's gone. What is it? 2.4 the gap now around this Okayama circuit. We're just 8:40 in. Do love these. We have got, what have we got? We have got Tuesday night. I do believe we're doing Tuesday night live comms as well. I'm not sure if it is next week, but looking forward to it nonetheless. I was going to do Mondays as well, but a little bit too much for my bread and butter, if you know what I mean. A little bit too much. No, but Ooh, we've just seen a little blip of an Adfield off track there. Who is got? What have we got? As it sits right now. Who has got the fastest lap? It is Eric Ronenberg as well on a 142.75 compared to Ryan Dudley, who's on a 143.38. And then Jamie Allen, the second, is on a 143.82. Then we drop down into the 144s. And 143 is back again. So we've got a little bit of a train down here at the back with Rob Sutherland. And Sean Weber getting the move with Martin there down the inside as well. Simtech boy putting on the move on the back of that BP machine. Nowhere to go. Still on the outside. Might not feel a good switch around as well. No quarter given from that Simtech machine as well. Oh, that's a fantastic move. Got it around the outside. Has he got that move done? Not quite. Not quite. There's Darryl Morrison as well. The other Simtech machine as well. Has got Gary Linton up 9 spots into 11th. Tony Lamb has crashed and gone a little excursion. Tony Lamb's back on track. Morning finished past Tony Lamb for P6 as we go on. 20 minutes this one, and second race is around 25 minutes long as well. I'm looking forward to it. Top 15 reverse grid, I do believe. If it stayed like this, it would be Lee Reynolds on pole. Jonas has gone for a bit of a crash here, but I want to have a look just to see how close he is. Rob Jackson on the back door of Gary Linton heading into turn 1. We'll do well just to tuck in under the rear wing, try and get him down on the hairpin if he can. These cars are pretty soft on suspension, not very curb friendly, but depends on how pitched the curb is. Like we said, hard on the brakes as well, very tough on the rears. Stay wide, took it in a little late, get the apex. Now you can drive that. Gearing and braking in this car is pretty. Get it done before you get there, more or less, shall we say. They're not going to get that move done. Still going to tuck under the rear wing. They're not too far behind either. It's Martin Levy, Adrian Adfield as well. It's pretty line astern as you go. The other defensive, putting the car in the middle is Gary Linton. Martin Lee is not too far back, so hard on the brakes. See the car dipping down on its nose, raising the rear of that car into the hairpin. Very ginger on the brakes you have to be in this car. It's got to be said. Got to be said. Let's go down the order. See how Jonas is getting on. He's down here in 25th place. Still up 2, despite his incident in the TRD machine. Not too bad. That liver is pretty nice, to be fair. Got to be said. Peter Woodmore is in 26. He's down 12 positions as it sits. Mr. Johnson up 6 in 20th position in the TRG machine. Running pretty decent as well. And has got Mr. DP for company with the vape guru on the side of that machine. Got to say, that is probably the best livery so far. Best livery so far. I mean, I do like the Gorilla Machine liveries as he gets it wide on the gravel. Yeah. Pit crew not be impressed about that. DP. It's not how we roll, bud. Just pushing a little hard on the exit of the final corner. Picked up the gravel. Led up that rear wheel. Forced him into the wall. Nowhere to go. Just a passenger. Pit crew not be impressed. Have it all to do. So damage isn't too bad. Bob Jackson up 4 spots into 12th place. Currently tracking Gary Linton for 11th place. Where is Mark Brown? Was leading the way, down 6. We haven't seen him for a while. He is currently in 9th position. He is currently behind Rob Sutherland as well as Darryl Morrison is right on his back door as well. In the Gorilla sponsored machine. I do love that machine. But I say DP's livery and Darren Morrison's livery. I do love that livery. As we see Mark Brown having a look at Rob Sutherland 4P8. Not quite getting that move done. Did have a look around the outside, but Rob Sutherland holding it pretty well. 14 minutes gone. I'm still gutted about my football today, if I'm honest. Absolutely gutted. That gap between 8 Ronenberg and Ryan Dudley is now 1.1. From the Simtech sponsored machine, and then it is a further 5 seconds back to Jamie Allen, who's up 4. That's Sean Webber, who is moving. That is Dan Wareham past Lee Reynolds for P15. Let's go take a look. Looks like as simple as you move. Straight down the inside of turn 1. Signed, sealed, delivered. Then he will be on the back of Martin Lee very shortly. That lad just looked horrendous, did it not? That was poor. Just keep blinking and it'll look alright. That's all I can say. Just keep blinking, it'll look alright. Martin Lee having a look at Lee Reynolds as well. And it looks like these are going to go side by side, heading down into turn 5. That Castrol machine isn't too far either. And it looks like Dan Wareham has got that move done on Martin Lee. Down the inside, clean as you like. Nowhere to go for Martin Lee. That is Ben Evans as well in the Duncan machine. Had that incident earlier on. Lee Reynolds in the Violins machine. Them two had that coming together. Now pushing out Martin Lee. He's your host for the GT3s, which did become the 992 league. It was very good indeed. They had a promo night the other night. John Johnston has had an excursion as well. Who don't love a free bet? Stuart Brealey loves a free bet. He passed John Johnston for one. We all love a freebie in that Revive machine as well. He's won another sponsor for Tanso. I do need to write all them down. What was said. Many leagues have just come up in Tanso. We're filling out the league the week. We've got the day runners, the lappers, the lunchtime lappers. And then there's the endurance league, the GT3. We've got the GR86. It's phenomenal. Martin Lee has jumped into the pits. I am not quite sure why, unless that is mechanical damage. Well, you may never know why, but he is in the pits. Boom. But Eric Ronenberg still leading the way by 1.2 seconds with shy of 3.5 minutes left to go at this race. It's as you were. That gap's still within a second, but they are pulling away from Jamie Allen, who has got 2.2 behind Sean Webber as well. Mark Brown past Tony Lamb for P7. It's all going up beyond this evening. And here it is. What's this? This is 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. All having a look at each other. Just got these sort of. You just got to pick. What's the driver in front? Just pick wherever you want to be. Let's get on the gyro X just to get a view. Here we go. That's how pretty close it is. In the slip of the car. It would be pretty tasty to get a nice move done into turn 1. Bob Sutherland is a little closer to the car in front as well. He's forcing the Tony Lamb to go defenses. He has a look around the outside, not for the faint-hearted either, especially in this car around here. Would have been fantastic there if he pulled it off. We can see the Simtech boys in the front of this fight. Evan doing the same. John Johnston is off again, having a little excursion. Let's just jump on board with Martin Brown as he's on the back of Martin as well, heading down towards the earpin. Oh, it's a ghost car. Now you see me, now you don't. Got a good run out of this hairpin as well by the looks of it. I do believe this move is signed, sealed and delivered down towards the right left. Going to force him to go defensive. Might already have the run as that car keeps ghosting. Not quite. Forces Mark Brown out wide. Down hard on the brakes. A little bit late. Mark Brown has a look coming back. Not going to get that move done. Not at all. Great defensive driving there for Martin. That Simtech boys got nowhere to go. There's John Johnson still up 3, down to 23rd. He is fighting with Sean Clark. That gap is 3/1000 of a second. 22nd and 23rd, having a little scrap of their own. Peter Woodmore as well in the Golf machine will be coming under fire from Jonas Evans at some point. 19 on the clock. Eric Ronenberg then. Still leading the way. That gap still 1 second from Ryan Dudley down to less than a second now. Ryan Dudley is putting on a last lap charge. You know what these Simtech boys are like. I've got handfuls of pace in the bag. I've seen them around VIR, all three of them synchronised driving, following each other around just for fun. Dan Wareham has passed Rob Jackson for P11. Welcome back to these. Soon. Last time I missed it across the land. I don't think it's there that we missed them again. Gary Linton is took an excursion off track. Gary Linton returned, so that track excursion wasn't that bad. But Ryan Dudley still tracking. Eric Ronenberg is less than a second. This gap. Oh, a little unsavoury. Ryan Dudley a little out of shape on the front end of his car there. Just going through the back end of the section. I do believe this is the final lap. The 20-minute marker has passed. So 1.4, Eric Ronenberg maybe on for a victory this evening, barring any mistakes. Rounding out the final corner. That is it, the checkered flag is out. Eric Ronenberg taking race 1 this evening. Ryan Dudley in the Simtech machine coming home in second place. Jamie Allen comes home in third and rounding out his podium positions. Sean Webber up 2 spots into 4th. Eugene Webber. Hey, Webber brothers, 4th and 5th. Congratulations, round out top 5. Rob Sutherland holds on for 6th. Martin 7th. Mark Brown down 5. Good drive to survive though, coming back home in 8th place. Darryl Morrison just coming through there in 9th. And round out top 10 is Tony Lamb. Ooh, that was race 1 done. That was pretty tasty around this Okayam circuit. What? Ooh, a bit of afters there. Not sure what that was about. Definitely not sure what that was about. That was cheeky. Cheeky. That went quick. That went very quick indeed. Gotta be said. If the results come through. Come on, give me the results. There you go. I don't think that's the results. They're not the results. We know the results, they're up there, we're just waiting for. Not getting. Come on. Well, better late than never. There we go. No, you wait. And it is confirmed. Eric Ronenberg in first place. Ryan Dudley second. Jamie Allen rounding out the podium position. It's Sean Webber from Eugene Webber 4th and 5th. Rob Sutherland in 6th. Martin in 8th. Darryl Morrison in 9th. Tony Lamb in 10th. Dan Wareham 11th. Rob Jackson in 12th. Oh, sorry, excuse me. And it's Mr. Ryland in 13th. Ben Evans in 14th. Raz Harper was doing really well, running in the top 3. That Mr. Mina down from 15th place where he stayed right now. And that field is in 16th. Scott Kostrick would have opened for better for Mr. Scott, but he's down there in 17th. Gary Linton in 18th place. How do I get this to scroll? Just scroll. No one of these days. I just want. Oh, there we go, there we go. Press the wrong button. That's brutal, not. Where did we get to 18th? Gary Linton. Adrian Hadfield in 19th. Stuart Brealey in 20th. Mr. DP in 21st. Sean Clark 22nd. Mr. Johnston, the governor, in 23rd. And it's Jonas in 24th. Woodmore 25th. Martin Lee 26th. Elmsey in 27th. Rulia in 28th. And Mr. Mark in last place. As you do. Damn. Do believe we've got a little 5-minute practice. Whoever's out getting some tyres warmed up. Go get it done. No learning all these buttons, doing it all yourself. You want to see what you have to work with here. It's immense. Now I can see why some people go out and they get somebody else just to sit there pressing buttons. I can see why they do that. But yeah. Wow. Very, very much to do. Just changing the logo because I didn't change it. So, what's your predictions for the 25-minute off the race after this? I mean, top 15 reverse grid. I wouldn't like to call it myself, but Canadian Ronenberg, he's going to start in 15th place. Ryan Dudley will be 14th. You know, so surely they've got the pace about them to make their way through the field. Nobody is taking to the track right now. So, and there we go. We have got Jonas out on track getting his TRD tyres warmed up. Never too late to get warmed up, get some practice in. 25 minutes coming your way very soon. Whew. It's very entertaining. I will do some post-coms as well for the mixed Group 3 GT3 League. I will do some post-race. Might come on in a midday stream though, if I'm honest, between work shifts. So yeah, that's run by Martin Lee and Tanso as well. So should be good. That one should be definitely good. I am looking to look at the F14s though, the FIA F4s. That would be a decent race as well. But I do like the DW12 Dolores, so that should be a good league to get in as well. If you're not in any of the leagues and you're in the stream, head over to Tanso Racing Group on Facebook or www.tansoracing.group.co.uk or get over on Discord and join the Tanso Discord server. And speaking of servers, this league is sponsored by Next Generation RP. Head over to Next Generation RP on Discord. Join their servers as well. They've got the Adventure Airways server. They've got GTA servers. They've got many servers. And they've got just under 9,000 people on the servers as well. So be sure to head over there. Check them out as well. Would be it would be very much appreciative, I would say. Jonas, is that enough of warming up? That is time up and over. That's the grid up. We'll form up on the grid, and it is Mr. Harper falling to this. If we can get the reverse grid up. Do we get the grid? Yeah, Raz Harper from Mr. Evans, Rylands, Jackson, Wareham. Watch out for Dan Wareham. In 5th, can make a good start. Then it's Mr. Lamb, Darren Morrison, Mark Brown, Martin, Rob Sutherland, Eugene Webber from Sean Webber. Down there in 12th place. This is going to be a belting race. That Castro machine, I've got a feeling Mark Webber is going to put all on the right moves here as all the boys grid up. Let's get that battle box up and ready to go. Woof, It's going to be tasty. Ryan Dudley 14th, Eric Ronenberg in 15th, Jamie Allen in 13th as well. Watch out for them boys as we are away, and I'm not quite sure, but we have got Ryan Dudley and Mr. DP said they crashed on the grid. Not quite sure about that. Not quite sure about that indeed, but my telemetry board has just gone AWR. But it is Raz Harper. Remember, Ed, that storming start. But it is Raz Harper leading the way. Stuart Breedley, what has happened to Mr. DP? Falling down the order like a good one. Falling down the order like a good one. Went off track, he said. See the tyre marks there, left them everywhere. Mark Brown as well in the Simtech machine. I did say watch out for this guy. I did actually think he was going to put on all the moves. He was in a good spot. He's down 17 places into 25th from 5th as it sits. Ryan Dudley already made the move, fighting his way through traffic. He's up from 14th place up to 8th. And already on the back of Daryl Morrison for 7th place. Wow, highest earner so far is Ryan Dudley up to 8th, and it is Eric Ronenberg up to into 13th on the back door of Martin. Is Martin leading? Oh, got a little out of shape on the exit there as well. That was give Eric Ronenberg the emphasis to push on through, as we can see just behind as well. That is in that field on the inside of Jamie Allen getting that move done up the inside, that gorilla machine. All over the back of the NGR and sideways as well. Scott Kostrick is just behind this pair in the very vibrant liveried GR86. He has got moves if he needs them as well. He's not afraid to lick it, stamp it, send it. And Gary Linden as well has got all the right moves. Got a bit of slipstream quartet here. There's moves happening all over the place. It's hard to keep up with this. It really is. Gary Linton said he's entered the pits. I don't think so. He's watching him right now. He's on the back of Scott Kostrick, who has got it in that field for company as well. Let's just go back and have a look and see Mr. Rooney. Here he is in the Barbie sponsored machine. It is when I first seen this, I had to have a little giggle to myself, and I do apologise. And then you see someone called Rooney, like Jay Rooney, a manly name like Rooney, and then turned up in the Barbie machine, and then put it on his roof. But you know what? Big cojones. Let's go, Rooney. Let's go. We love you, really. We love you, really. Mark Brown, then, in a fight with Mr. Johnston, side by side, down the back straight, has got the inside line. There's a whole host of cars just up front, having a little side by side action. But it looks like Mark Brown getting that move done on John Johnston down the inside. But it's all happening here. We have got a gangle of cars and a big crash down the bottom. That was a big coming together. 3 into 1 don't normally go, and it didn't come off. That is Eric Ronenberg, 15th, up to 9th, down to 23rd now. Lost 8 positions. He has got Mr. DP behind him, as well as Gary Linton and John Johnston, Scott Kostrick, all in a host of coming together incidents here. Oh, Jonas taps Scott Kostrick, spins him around just for fun, as he do. Nowhere to go for the boys. Why they all sort themselves out? It's all go here in the second race here at Okayam. Wow. Sometimes it's just a little hard. But I'll tell you what's not hard, it's Raz Harper. Has got Dan Wareham 2.7 seconds behind at the moment. A little bit of fresh air. Can Raz keep that? Can Raz keep that? Lee Reynolds getting done by Ryan Dudley down the inside. The dunking machine just getting a little oversteer on the front of that 86. And the DP machine also having a look at Rob Sutherland. Ryan Dudley and Lee Reynolds here. Ryan Dudley up 10 positions, now up 11 positions into 3rd, down the inside of Lee Reynolds, getting that move signed, sealed and delivered, and sitting on the fastest lap is Ryan Dudley for 1:43.17. Signed, sealed, delivered and already pulled out 0.8 of a second over Lee Reynolds, who has got the dunking machine for company. So now will the Simtech boys work together, use the slipstream, use the pace of each other to catch up to Raz Harper, who is now 2.3 ahead of the Simtech boys. Well, Eugene Webber as well, up 4 on the back of Rob Sutherland for 6th and 7th. Let's go and have a look at the Governor, up 7 with Sean Clark, up 7 as well. Peter Woodmore up 8 into 17th. We have just seen Eric Ronenberg on Gary Linton and the Gulf Machine just in front of Peter Woodmore, running wide on the exit there. Won't do his tyres any good, any through the back end of this circuit. Darryl Morrison in the NGR machine is going side by side with Mark Brown. I dare say Mark Brown is Adrian Hatfield. And also following them is Sean Clark as well in the very Aston Martin-esque livery, well said. That's what it reminds me of, Aston Martin. There's a nice livery indeed. So, Sean Clark fighting all over the field here. All over the field. Gaps appearing and disappearing as quick as they come. You see him move in that field is down here in 25th, down 9. That's unfortunate. Mr. DP had that incident earlier on. He is down the order, down 5. In any incidents, he has got a bit of a gap, 12.2 seconds to it in that field. John Johnston is in 16th. And then a gangle of cars. As we just see Eric Ronenberg here down the inside of Peter Woodmore. Got that move done as well. I did say watch out for him. He's got plenty of time though, only 6.5 minutes in this 25-minute race. And he's already just passing as well Mr. Johnston. So Eric Ronenberg, one more spot, he'll be on even par. Anything over that is a bonus. As Peter Woodmore has a look at John Johnston down the inside, but Mr. JT will not give it up too easy as he's on the inside for the second sequence of these corners, and Mr. Linton not too far behind either. And Martin is got a bit of fresh air now in front, but he has got Mark Brown hunting him down by 1.2 seconds. And then it's Stuart Brealey, who is up 8 spots into 12. Peter Woodmore has took an excursion. Wow, it's all go here. It's different watching it and racing it and trying to keep up. You can keep up with a racing in mind as you're watching it unfold on track, but trying to commentate on everybody and watch all the action live is something different. But Jay Rooney now up 6 positions. It was a little bit further back just a second ago, but he's up 6 and he has got Sean Webber for company. Did say for company. Mr. Rooney. Not quite sure what happened yet. A Whitwood moment. That was a Whitwood moment. Barely was. But at Scott Kostrick got in the bag. Gary Linton 2.7. And then Jonas is 2.5 behind. Rob Jackson's taking an excursion. And that is DP getting a freebie here as Rob Jackson went off circuit. Really still up 8 in 12th position in that lovely revived machine. Down 3 is Mark Brown after that little excursion in 11th place. Eric Ronenberg is past Sean Clark. Now back on par. Now back on par is Eric Ronenberg. What is Ryan Dudley? Dan Wareham. Simtech boys just pulling away. That gap is now down to 2 seconds to Raz Harper from Dan Wareham. Ryan Dudley is 1.1 off the back of his teammate Lee Reynolds. Tony Lamb getting a move done on Rob Sutherland for P7. Peter Woodmore passing Gary Linton for P18. Gary Linton passing him back again. Ryan Dudley said he went off track. That was a little cut wide. He didn't go off track, it was just a little cut. As he did. Dan Wareham took 2 victories last week. Eric Ronenberg won this one. But as Raz Harper got in defence, as that time has come down, literally hand over fist from Dan Wareham on Raz Harper. It is now 5/1000ths of a second heading down into this sequence of corners. And we've got a gangle of cars, a bit of a fight at the back between Ben Evans and Eugene Webber here as well. The BP machine dunking it down the inside is getting that move done, but he is on the outside for the second part of this circuit and getting it Oh, that was a great move. That was a great move by the Dunking machine. Fantastic little move. Set it up down the inside. BP getting it all out of shape. As do the fuel prices, all out of shape. Have a word, have a word. Great racing. Great racing. Oh, Audi Simsport. Getting it out of shape as well. Everybody's getting it out of shape here this evening. A little bit further back. It's Darren Morrison. We've seen Darren Morrison going side by side there with the Sean Clark. In that field of John Johnston. Not too far apart either. NGR versus TGR. Yeah, they get on. Then when I first met Mr. JT. Do you ask some of the drivers questions after the race? Yes, I do, my man. They will join me in the Discord chat a little later on. We will have a little chat. We'll see what they thought about the race. You know, we'll just ask them a few questions. Let them play it out, see what the crack is. You know, we'll just wing it by ear, shall we say. And I try and remember who's who and what happened during the race. But yeah, as Arpa still hanging on from Dan Wareham, putting on a good showing. So, pretty bold move. Oh, someone's giving them the beans here. Who is giving the beans? Down the inside in that sim gig machine. Oh, it's the Gorilla machine giving a little tap on the Dunkin there. I think they feel like they're being held up. That's all I can think. He thinks he's being held up. And I don't think that is quite right. He's just pulled out the slip of the Dunkin machine. Is he going to go later on the brakes into this hairpin? He damn right he is. Big steel, big left right on the steering wheel. Got that move done. Signed, sealed, delivered down the inside as well. Oh, big sideways, big sideways. Dunkin machine coming back as well. Getting a good run out of the sequence of corners. Oh, big lock, big lock. Oh, he's fighting it all the time. He's fighting it all the time. Yeah. Oh, he's pushing just a little bit too much. A little bit too much. Got the car unsettled. Wasn't able to keep it. Mr. Allen stays there in 8th place, but he's still up a good 5 positions nonetheless. Come on in that Gorilla machine. Let's go. Let's go indeed. How's that right? Dudley getting on. He's still 2.7 now, or 2.8 off the back of Dan Wareham. Lee Reynolds a further 3.7 back as well in the Rylands machine. Very similar to the Revive a little bit. The Revive is red and white. This one's grey and white. So. Rooney has that. It's gone again, Rooney. Yeah, in that field, just past Mr. Woodmore, so it says, yeah. Huh? Oh, we missed it. They said they did it. I said they'd do it. Down the inside goes Dan Wareham. To the right, left. By the time Mr. Castro took it back up the inside, there you go, get the exit. Wareham is off track and wide, and Ryan Dudley has got watching brief on these pair. Castro machine has got to go defensive, forcing Dan Wareham to take the outside line, but will be on the inside for the right-hander of this corner. Forcing the Castro machine around the outside, which is the natural line, which will give him the run on the sweeper into the back two right-handers as well. Oh, big clamping of the curve from Dan Wareham there as well as he enters the last corner. Got a lot better run as well, to be said, from Dan Wareham. Got a great turn of speed through that final corner. So, what can Ryan Dudley do now? Dan Wareham, I dare say, may pull away from Mr. Rylands. Now he has got that move signed, sealed and delivered. Ryan Dudley is only 1.2 off the back of Raz Harper, who is hanging on for dear life to the rear wing of Dan Wareham, and will do very well to do so as well. Dan Wareham shown last week, true pace, had it all last week. Rob Sutherland has passed Stuart Greeley for P12. Go see how that got on. There you go, the RD Sim Sport machine has passed the Revive machine for P12. Darren Morrison is just behind Dan 7 in the Gorilla sponsored machine. Mr. Johnston still in 17th place up 6 spots. Gary Linton is where he started the race, but that's got Scott Costrick down to is Mr. Scott Costrick in the SimCube machine. Not a decent little to the bit, but Mr. Costrick will have a look up the inside and this long run down to the right left. Jay Rooney crashed again. Looks like Mr. Costrick got that move sign serve delivered already. That bugger really is doing too well. If you can put the commentator's curse on him. Really? Watch out for turn 5, my friend. It's very dangerous. It is very dangerous. It may bite you. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Was that good enough for him, Mr. Guru? Mr. Guru. He's down 2 there. Went from 12th to 14th. As keen as you like, they've got to be said by Rob Sutherland and Darren Morrison. Both went through pretty sharpish. Dudley on a 1:42.9 setting green lap there. Who has currently got the fastest lap so far? Ooh, a 1:42.79 by Eric Ronenberg, up into 11th place, up 4 spots from 15th. Like I said, started 15th, so anything lower than that is a bonus, and it is a 1:42.79 compared to Ryan Dudley's 1:42.91. Everyone else 1:43s, 1:44s. We have got 9 minutes left of this race to go, I do believe. If I can. We have lost Michael Elms, Martin Lee, and Mark Dow. Unfortunate incidents all over the shop. Too much damage on them vehicles to even contemplate any return back to the circuit. This is Sean Clark on the back of Adrian Hatfield, I do believe, in the NGR machine. Not close enough to get the move done just yet. But having a little look. Indeed. Let's get on and have a look, see how close it is. Not quite close enough. Not pushing it to the extremities of the circuit, but riding a good race is Sean Clark so far. On board as we head down to the sequence of little hairpins there, the left, right, little late on the brakes as well than the car in front. Keeps it in second gear, keeps it pretty stable. I tend to go into first gear myself, as Scott Costrick has crashed. Not quite sure, but we will go have a look at that in a minute. There's no move now for Mr. Clark as he just got to settle in behind. Oh, is it? Oh, got it unsettled, the NGR machine, and that is a little love tap, and he'll say, thank you very much. That is a freebie. And down the order now goes it in that field. That was unfortunate. Freebies given. Oh, Ryan Dudley. What's going on here? What is going on here? Dan Wareham was leading the way from Raz Harper. Now Raz Harper has gained that spot back. Ryan Dudley puts in a 1:42.74. Overtakes Dan Wareham. And Dan Wareham takes that place back as well. But Ryan Dudley is now in the mix and on the inside of his Simtech sponsored machine teammate. I'm not quite sure if there will be any team orders as Dan Wareham taking 2 victories last week, but share them out equally, share them out equally. I was only joking, he wasn't meant to do it, says the vape guru. I'm more happy to help where I can, my friend. Happy to help where I can, So, Simtech boys, lock it in, get it loaded, work as a team, dispatch of the Castrol sponsored machine, let's have it, let's go. But Raz Harper, defend like a trooper, come on lad, you have got 6 minutes to hang on to that spot from the flying Ryan Dudley. And tell you what as well, this guy isn't too far, he's only 8 seconds, but if them 3 make a mistake up front, ever coming together, he will be in the mix and may get a freebie. But I tell you who will not be getting any of those of these boys here. And we've got a sim guy in the mix now into the 1:43.5s is Mark Brown. I was really hoping this guy would have been up the front. After starting 5th, had a rapid fall down the order as well. I'm not quite sure if it was any fault of his own, one may never know. But he is currently running in 8th place with on the back of Eugene. He can get, ooh, 1, 2, 3. He can get into the top 5 at this rate and this pace. As he has a look up the inside of the dunking machine. He is being pulled along by Eugene Webber. And it looks like we'll get 3 wide. Not for the faint-hearted. We've seen it not work before. Someone's giving Mr. Brown the lights. As a BP machine looks to go around the inside of Mr. Brown. That's not going to work. Mr. Brown getting that move done. Signed, sealed, delivered. Up now, 5 positions into 10th place is Eric Ronenberg. And he has got the pace. He's done it before. He has got the pace to get another couple of positions here. Just needs to keep his cool. He was running up the order. But then vastly fell down into the 20th, into the nosebleed section, where it's pretty lonely down the bottom. But has pulled his way through. Now he's on the back of the dunking machine, and not too far in Martin on the back of Eric Ronenberg as well. All the play for still. We have got 4 minutes left of this race. How's Razzie getting on? Come on, Raz! That's Ryan Dudley as well on the back of his Simtech machine. Not giving up though, not giving up. I mean, they don't want to fight too hard. And you can't really bump draft each other, knock each other off. You get ×4 for that, we know that. But, you know, if they play it right, they'd be able to slipstream each other along, let somebody overdraft, get the slingshot around, just keep pulling each other around that way. But that gap now is up by 5/1000ths of a second. There's just no room. There's just no room. The biggest gap then after back 3. Barring any of these mistakes, is back down to Lee Reynolds, who is 10.1 off the back of this fight here. Off the back of this fight, Ryan Dudley down the inside of Dan Wareham as well. Going to go around the outside, isn't that? Not giving it up easy, these Simtech boys. Not giving it up easy at all. We've just seen a position swap here, as that is Adrian Hadfield in the kitty litter. We did see Sean Webber get that move done. Not sure if there was a coming together there, but that just says he went off track. And that is Sean Webber down 7 into 19th place. Adrian Hadfield is in 20th place. Aiton is in 21st. Jonas is in up 2 into 22nd place. And Mr. DP down 2 is now in a fight with Rob Jackson. And he's got Jonas just in front as well. Let's go see how the governor's getting on. Oh, was that Gary Linton? No, that was Rob Sutherland having a go at Gary Linton. A little side by side there. Not quite sure it's warranted, but you know, forced the issue, make them think about it. Got the inside move done. Rob Sutherland, signed, sealed, delivered. Gary Linton having a look at the comeback there. Ooh, little dive, not going to get that one done. Scott Coster guys just past John Johnston. John Johnston on the inside. There's a sequence of corners. Getting that move done on Scott Kostrick as well. Is he going to be paid a favour on the inside line? Looks like he has. Going to get that move done. Force John Johnston on the outside for the 2 right-handers. Just cuts his nose off. As Sean Webber is just watching this pit as well. On the back now of Mr. Johnston. I do want to go back up front because I'm intrigued how this fight is getting on. And it's still there. It is still there. Dan Wareham has got that move done around the outside. Not quite first place yet. It is nose to tail, nose to nose. Oh, Ryan Dudley getting a little out of shape as well. Trying to force the issue. Oh, big power slide moment as well. Well held there from Ryan Dudley. That was very well held. Raz closing off all the options from Ryan Dudley now. He's already got one Simtech boy. Got through. You don't want another one. He does not want another one. As close as you like from Ryan Dudley. As close as you like. That's not Ryan Dudley. That is Ryan Dudley. Is he going to get it done? Round the last corner. Feather the throttle through. Looks like he got a good run out there. Let it run wide, but not too wide onto the kitty litter. He hasn't gone for the slip. He's gone defensive, and I'm not quite sure that was the right option there. But it's paid off. What do I know about racing? I thought he would have stayed in the slip of Dan Wareham, but decided not to. Decided to pull to the right of the circuit to keep the inside line, forcing Ryan Dudley to follow him through. They are coming up to a back marker, I do believe, of Peter Woodmore. with 24 on the clock. This could be the final lap. All down to who wants it most out of these three. Down where already pulled a gap of 0.8 of a second, and that barbing machine is going to come under fire very soon. We'll have to pull to the left or pull to the right. Jonas has had a little excursion. 25. The lead time is up. That barbing machine will need to come out of the way. Ryan Dirty Dodds. Let's go. He's pushing that Castro machine as hard as he can. Forcing the issue. Nowhere to go that side for Ryan Dudley. We'll have a look around the outside now. We'll try and force the issue. We'll try and force his way through. No, he hasn't got the move. He hasn't got the move. Nowhere to go. Settle in for third then. He's going to need a belting exit. That's all I can say. Checkered flag is out, and a third victory in 2 weeks for Dan Wareham. Excellent racing. Eugene Webber has crashed on the final lap. Dan Wareham takes P1. Raz Harper holds on from Ryan Dudley for P2. And Ryan Dudley rounds out your top three. Wow, boys putting on a show. Tony Lamb hanging on for fourth from Mark Grant. Eric Ronenberg missing out on a top six though, up 9. Up into 6th place, Lee Reynolds in 7th, Jamie Allen in 8th, Martin in 9th, and Ben Evans in P10, down 8 in that Duncan machine. Wow. What a race that was. What a race that was. We will get the table up as soon as it comes up. As soon as it comes up. Wow, 3 victories in 2 weeks for Dan Wareham. What a night for him. What a night indeed. Gotta be said, Mr. J. Johnston on his coming home in 19th place. The Adfield crew coming home in 20th from 21st, Mr. Jackson in 22nd. Mr. DP 23rd, Rooney in 24th as well. The rest all crashed out. Jonas, Woodmore, Elm, Lee, Dow. All out at the back end of this circuit. Oh damn, what a race that was. That was phenomenal. That was really good. Let's bring up the results. There you go. Dan Wareham from Raz Harper by just over half a second. Ryan Dudley in third. Tony Lamb 4th. Mark Brown 5th. Eric Ronenberg, great recovery drive, up into 6th. Lee Reynolds in 7th. Jamie Allen in 8th. Martin in 9th, Ben Evans in rounding out your top 10. Eugene Webber in 11th, Darren Morrison 12th, Stuart Brealey in 13th, Rob Sutherland 14th, Gary Linton in 15th, Sean Clark 16th, Scott Kostrick in 17th, and Sean Webber in 18th place. Which way did I make it move? How did I make it move? Oh, I don't know how I made it move. This is pretty nuts. I must button bashing there, it's not freaking scrolling. No. But we can get them off here. Excuse me. So, yeah, where was we? John Webber 18th, Johnston in 19th, Ayrton Hatfield in 20th, Adrian Hadfield in 21st, Rob Jackson 22nd, Mr. DP 23rd, Jay Rooney 24th, Jonas in 25th, Woodmore 26th, Elms 27th, Martin Lee 28th, and Mark Dow in 29th place. Wow. Ooh, that was pretty cool to be fair. Right, the same. I really enjoyed that. Let's go and see who is up in the waiting interview room. We enter the broadcast chat. Go and see. Just wait on 1 or 2 to come and say hello. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I really do hope you enjoyed that race. It was half decent, to be fair. I really enjoyed that. Battles all up and down the field. Okayama, Daddy Elliott, Birdie. How you doing, bud? No, I didn't win, no, sir. Full comms, my friend. Full comms. Just full comms tonight, bud. No racing for me. Racing for me on iRacing is a Wednesday night in the GT3 now league. While we wait for drivers to come in, let me see if I can just bring them back up for you. Show you what we have got coming up. They may take a moment. As you do. As you do. What do I want? Yeah, boss. Do it old school, like this. That's how you do it. These are all the races that are coming up. Oh yeah, Tanso. As you can see, we've got the TCR League sponsored by Revive, setting new standards in mobile car cars, the Revive group. And then we've got the FIA F4 sponsored by Sean Clark. Jones and St James, should I say. Thursday practice starts 7:30 PM UK time, 1 hour practice, 10-minute quali, and 2 20-minute races with reverse grid. And then we have the endurance racing as well. What night is the endurance race? So let me have a quick pop in a chat here. Just so I go back to Mr. JT. So the FIA F4 sponsored by Clark and St James. That's Thursday nights from 7:30 PM. And then the GT3 class. No, the new MX5 Rookie League on Friday nights from 8 PM. And the Martin Porsche League, which is now the Group 3s, that's on a Tuesday night from 8 o'clock. And then we have the touring cars sponsored by Revive. That is as well. You see there, two £15 vouchers for the season winner. It's going to be really, really good. Yes, the stream is really laggy. One does appreciate you noticing that. It is very laggy, you're right. It is down to CPU. Let's get in the chat. Let's get rid of that. We have got Mr. Brown waiting to be brought in. Good evening, Mr. Brown. How are you, my friend?
Not too bad. Not too bad. And yourself?
I'm good. I am good. Second race, I've seen you in the reverse grid. You started 5th. I was rooting for you, bud.
Yeah. Well, first race, I was surprised it qualified as high as it did. Now it was very little between me and Eric. Then Raz spun. I went onto the sand and spun in front of me. So that put me way back. So damage limitation got me way back up into 8th. So I think it was 8th in the grid on the second race.
Oh, was it 8th?
I think it was 8th, and then first lap went into the tight right hander before the big long back straight. I got turned. It was something between me and Darrell, nothing serious. Like,
yeah,
innocent enough. Put me back to dead last, and I got my way back up into 5th, and nearly got 4th, but just needed another half a lap.
Another half a lap would have got you 4th.
Another half a lap. It was hard racing. It was hard racing the whole way through that, trying to get through the field, like the pack, to get back from last up to there. Like, to be honest, it's damage limitation this evening because I didn't have a PC this morning. I had to build a whole new PC the day, set everything up, set up the whole triple water, set up the wheelbase, pedals, you name it, everything. I only finished it like 7:15.
Wow.
So I did. And then when I got into practice, I still had no audio. So for the first half hour, I was fucking about with my audio.
Oh,
so,
Jesus.
Yeah, although I'm saying I was just looking at, I think I'm still first in the season standings by a couple of points. So heck, I'll take that because this morning I didn't think I'd been racing at all. So
wow. Well, I actually was rushing around to get the stream up because I had an update going. I'm loading up all the other stuff as well. Then the graphics card said it needed updating. I was like, oh, for God's sake, I only did them the other day. And I've actually updated the graphics on the sim machine. Now it's messed up all my freaking visuals. So I've got to sit there and do that tomorrow.
Yeah, I had that because everything then, what I had to update the firmware on everything because all the new downloads was all like, oh no, it needs firmware. I was like, ah, for God's sake, just want to race. But yeah, it was good racing. I was sweaty one now for the second race now. And fair play to Daniel and Ryan there, Simtech 1 and 2.
Oh wow, yeah.
Did Dan Ryan come second? I don't know. But yeah,
Dan Wareham
very
come first. It was Raz second, and Dudley was third. But Dudley was putting Raz on some right pressure. he did really
Yeah,
well to hang on, to be fair, to second place.
Raz now is no pushover now, so he isn't. He's
No.
seems to be well seasoned. Like first race said, like I was tight on Raz and I was trying to get any wee bit in him, but he went a bit wide onto the sand on the first race and spun in front of me. So
Yeah.
yeah, it is what it is. Like look, he pushed onto the sand. That's all he could do.
I
So
mean, them
it's
sing.
unfortunate. Unfortunately, I was kind of hoping for a better finish, like and trying to
Yeah.
retain as much of a lead in the points as possible. But heck, I'm still first. So
Well, first
yeah,
is the main thing, you know.
hopefully next weekend will be all set up and all back to normal again.
Then you'll be in your prime then, so I'm hoping for better next week.
Yeah, definitely better for
Oh,
next
you've
week.
heard it here first, boys and girls. He's coming back with a vengeance once he's back up and running.
Yeah. So no, it was all good now. Good to see a good field of Kiars there too. Good turnout and there's
Yeah, it
some
was a
damn
real good turnout.
damn good racing
29.
there. Like it was good racing. Like so, yeah, I enjoyed it.
Oh, good stuff. Glad you enjoyed it, and we're hoping for better next week. Once his rig's set up and his PC's over physically 100% back to normal, I dare say it will be on the podium next week for Mr. Mark Brown.
All been well. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome, buddy. Have a great evening.
Yep. Take care now. Good luck.
Cheers, buddy. Bye-bye. Wow. Jamie Allen in the chat says, stream is awful. I know, bud. Don't have to tell me. Baz Racing says, Saturdays and Sundays is the team endurance with driver swaps. Ooh, driver swaps. I like it. Oh, is it a time driver slot? So you get to race like 20 minutes and then you swap drivers, or is it is it time limited? 15 minutes, 20 minutes? Let me know. You're still there, that is, Baz. One may never know. But yeah, driver swaps, eh? That's pretty cool. How does that work though? That's one thing I've never understand how it works. How do you take, or is there somebody sat in the pits waiting and then you pit in and then they drive off, or what? Don't know how that works. One may never know. One may never know. But that was round 2 for the GR86, brought to you by Tanso, hosted by Mr. Johnson himself. Woo! Mark Brown there saying he was a little bit gutted, but he is pushed for time, building his new rig, building his PC. Wasn't get it running until 7:15. But we're back next week a little bit earlier. We'll go through all the leagues up and coming, and we'll get some drivers in pre-race chat as well. So watch this space for next week. Really looking forward to it. Really can't wait. Thanks for joining the stream. I really do appreciate you. If you didn't enjoy the stream like Jamie Allen, don't hit that like and subscribe. But if you did, do. I will be running a new CPU as of next week, so hopefully there will be no lag intended. I've been DK10 from DSC Broadcasting. I'm out of here. Peace.